Okay, I think I've done another 7 days vanilla build. I think this could quite probably be used as both a, well, as usual, a house and a horde base. It's a bit rectangle for my liking, a bit boxy, but I wanted it for the stability. I want it to be able to actually deal with anything that comes in. Probably a horde as well. Okay, so drive in. Let's turn it round. You have to excuse my driving. It's not that great. Okay, so hop off. Right, so this time I've actually put boxes above, so I can take stuff directly from the bike, take it from the inventory, put it in the boxes here. So when I come in, I can just drop them in the boxes. Ah, well done, genius. Forget where the ladder is. Okay, up. And then all the boxes are here. So I can take everything out of the boxes and just put them straight wherever they need to be. Yep, as per usual. Everything's labelled and organised the way I like it. So we've got everything there. You just have to excuse the paint job. Workbenches, all as normal. Say very, very vanilla. So this is absolutely no mods, all vanilla. Oh, you can tell. Look at my wiring. Man, I always complain about the wiring. Okay, so going up, living quarters, because I can't have a base without a living quarters. Okay, let's close that. So exactly what you'd expect. Yeah, great lounge area. Obviously, I ported in a few things from Creative to decorate the place, just to make it look a bit better. Some nice windows this time. Ah, look at that. Mistake number one. Forgot to paint the windowsills. Oh well, it's hardly going to kill me. Okay, bedroom. Yeah, it's a vanilla bedroom. Woo. I didn't put skylights on. I was trying to give more light into the base. The lights are not bad, but they don't really give you well, they don't give me a great deal of light. I don't know. Maybe everybody else can see by them, but see, huge skylights and everything else above. And besides, sometimes graphically the game is quite nice. Anyway, through here, I've got my beverage coolers there for drinks. And kitchen area. Now, I could always put a campfire on top of there and actually make this a kitchen, or I could have it downstairs in the workroom, which, let's face it, that's where I'm going to be spending most of the time. This is all very pretty. It's all decoration, but how often do you spend in your actual house part of your build? Most people don't even do this. They don't even bother with the house build. I mean, let's face it, it is just for pretty. And if you're more of a practical person, then you're probably not going to worry about all of this, or use an existing one. I mean, right. So out here, I've gone for an outside, inside. I mean, it's a greenhouse. Which, let's face it, normally I can't help it. I like all the lattice things on my designs, especially for greenhouses. But this time I've put bulletproof glass there as well. So I've used that all the way over. And obviously I've had to make it high enough so that we can get an awful lot of these to actually just, to grow, because they have to be a certain height to be able to put the seeds in, especially the corn. I think you've got to be at least 3 blocks room to grow them upwards. And that's from the farm plot, so you're looking at 4 blocks. So that's that. Got my mushies on the wall. Staple diet in the wasteland. Mushrooms, potatoes, and corn. Okay, let's head out. Through here. like I said, it's a house section. Not more I can say really on that. You know, again, wiring just kills me. I've tried to hide it as best as possible, but the wiring really kills me. Switch you off. Surplus to requirements. Okay. Now, main thing about this build, how is it defended? We can see that, you know, the wiring I've run all the way from top to bottom. The generator is actually downstairs. I normally fur the generator upstairs so it can't get hit or anything else, but I'm hoping that you'd be able to defend face adequately and not have them smash it. Okay, so wiring's run all the way through these center blocks, so it's kind of hidden as best I can, but you can still see wires poking out left, right, and center. The problem I had was remembering which relays govern which things. I mean, up here it's easy. There's nothing else. There's just lights. It was the downstairs that caused me problems. Out here, there we go. Usual. I can walk all the way. When I say the usual, I mean I can walk all the way around here. Catch them in here. Now I like these buttresses I've put out. I mean these kind of pillars, buttresses, call them what you like. I've put these out here. One, because it changes the shape of the building slightly. It's not just a huge rectangle. It's still rectangle looking, but it's not just a huge rectangle. We put these out. Also, that will serve the purpose that below us there are actually door hatches. So it can serve as both a melee and a projectile base, ranged base. And obviously, you know, zombies tend to path into what they consider the weakest part of the build. Yeah, pillboxes. I mean, if you're rich in ammo and everything else, it's the usual SMG auto turrets. I've got one there and one over the other side as well. Yeah, they're optional, really. They're nice to have if you can afford them. You know, if not, then you know they're not essential. I like having them just so you can switch them on if things really get tough. You can switch them on, and at that point, it's probably worth the ammo. So yeah, there we go. It's wire all the way around. Don't want to spend too long on that. You know, bars. There's the second turret, just there. So let's go round. Not really a lot to say about that. Okay, back in. And downstairs. Close that up. Okay, so down here. Yep, great. Let's switch you off. We don't want anybody just walking in, and I don't want that opening every time I walk past it. Okay, so down here. Yeah, as per usual, I need a lot of lights. So, floodlights in each of the corner. Spotlights. Gives off a nice light. Right, what we've got here. That's for the cameras. That's just to control the doors, so they open and close. For the motion detectors. These are actually the defences just here, and I've got the pillboxes, I've got the electric fences which run the entire length of the building. You can see them there, all the way around. They go around all the way around the outside, and it also, let's switch you on for a moment. Come on, open up. There we go. Shotgun turret just there. It's just for those that get too up close to the door, because I consider they're going to use the door probably as the weakest point. They're probably going to attack there. So let's switch that off. And yes, like I said, with the hatches. See, these are the points I want them to attack, which is why it's only one block here. And it looks like brick, but this is all solid concrete. I've made these the weakest points for a reason. I want them to come into these bits. You can see the electric wire is across there. All of these pillars, all of the corners, all of these, I've made them extra thick. The zombies shouldn't recognize those as the weakest points. They should recognize these as the weakest points. So that's where they should come. And these are all the way round. So no matter which side they decide to come from, Obviously, for things like cops or anything like that, you can open these or close these, and that way they're not automatically spitting in and hitting everything. Or I mean, I suppose there's an argument for leaving them open so you can see all the way around and see where they're coming from. But I assume from the electric fences, you're probably going to hear where they're coming from. Right, so let's switch the fences on. Give it a quick try. I don't think I have a melee weapon really, other than the axe. Probably should have thought about that. Have we got... Yes, we've got that off. Okay, let's open that up. And... Okay, let's start that off. There. And let's go... Let's excuse ourselves with the camera. Go up to about here. Yeah, let's try 25. This is just for tester's sake. Oh, where are we? 7th biome. Arlene. You all coming this way? Yes. Okay, there we go. Oh, from the sounds of it, somebody else. Lumberjack as well. Hey, I don't mind. The more the merrier. But you can pop them off here. Come on, you lot. Let's come up here. Let's not shoot you all before you got here. I mean, you can just... Really, just pop them off to your heart's content. No. I said if you had a melee weapon, you could quite easily smack them through here. I probably should have just ported one in or something, just to give it a... Just to give it a try, just to show. Ooh, and Screamer. Lovely. She was really not part of the test. Right, where are you? I hear footsteps. Oh, okay. You're dead. I'm guessing the auto turret got you. Okay. Yeah, that's it really. As I said, you can see from the wiring, all of my defense is just here, attached to this. Go up to this wire relay just here, which then goes across. This comes down. That one goes to the auto shotgun outside. Those come down to the electric fences, and that one goes across, and that one goes to the pillbox outside. Are we switched off? No, we're not. I don't want to electrocute myself on the way out. All the defences are on that switch, so when you throw that switch, not that one, sorry, that's the cameras. When you throw that switch, all defences come on. So pillbox, electric fences, auto turrets. I'm so glad I wired that properly. So as you can see, wire comes out. I place that in the floor in the hopes that it doesn't get trounced. I place the wire relay up there in the hopes that it doesn't get smashed. I mean, it's not foolproof. I'm sure people could come up with a far better design than that. See, the way I've done the building, I just didn't want a huge rectangle. Like, you know, huge rectangle, huge box. It's off symmetry, so anybody who's symmetrical, you know, you might want to change it over. Can do. Right, let's... Not a lot to it, as you can see. Just the 3 levels. I can't remember how many concrete blocks it took, to be honest. I think it was about 1,500 possibly. 1,500. Like that. As you can see, it's just... All I've done is just change the shape. You could have a huge rectangle if you don't feel like playing with shapes. You know, I've just put this little bit up here to try and change it over, give it a bit more of a different shape. Paint a couple of colours to break it up. I mean, like I said, that's all pretty. It's not necessarily practical. Just have a huge box if you want. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, I think I ought to test it on a Horde night at some point. See whether that works. I think it would. I've got confidence in it. But I won't be doing that on camera. Okay, that's that. So how many blocks is it? Let me see for future reference. Let's have a look at the outside. There's one thing I'm terrible at. Let's get my calculations. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 in total there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So that's in total around the outsides. Obviously go into 1, 2, and a flat 3. Then the walls up. Okay, electric fences are hidden behind these pillars, posts. They're okay stability wise. Stability's on here, so you can knock those out, put the electric fences in there. Like all the turrets, one space. Okay, so for future reference, when I want to do this and actually do it in a playable game, this was basically just creation mode. So for future reference, I can now build this in-game and give it a proper test. Oh yeah, why didn't you close in my face? Is that? Okay, we're good.